Porsche, an incredible brand. Kyalami, the iconic circuit. And together you have 60 years of Porsche racing at Kyalami Grand Prix Circuit. This is a must-add to any collection.
Life is all about making memories. I love motorsport. Today I have the pleasure of speaking to Denis Klopper, SA Motorsport Memories 2025, your first time ever at Kyalami, am I correct? Or am I out by a few years?
1969.
Incredible.
First time at Kyalami. And
For the 1969 South African Grand Prix?
Yes, which was won by?
Three-time world champion Jackie Stewart, 69, 71 and 73. What was it like seeing these absolute legends and idols?
It changed my life. You know, my uncle brought me here on that day, and it changed my life.
And dare I ask how old you were in 1969?
I was 6 and a bit, maybe 7.
So a real youngster.
Correct, and changed my life. And I never missed a race from that day.
So you've seen every South African Grand Prix?
I'm talking about every race, every single race. We got every single race program, collected them all, and it became an obsession.
Right. So now every Grand Prix is a standout, but is there any South African Grand Prix for you? 1969 the first, anyone beyond that stands out?
71 when Andretti won in the Ferrari for me was very special, the sound of the cars, and it was an amazing experience.
Now if I'm not mistaken, Mario Andretti made his debut at that race in Formula One and he won on debut.
Correct, well he won it was his Ferrari debut and he won on his Ferrari debut, correct.
That is incredible. Correct. The absolute legend, American Mario Andretti, born in Italy, 1978 Formula One world champion. Did you speak to anybody as a matter of interest about Mario? He may not be considered the greatest Formula One driver of all time, but he's considered by many to be the greatest driver of all time.
He did Le Mans, NASCAR, he did the IndyCar, he did the whole lot.
If it could drive, he's done it.
Correct. So
and then from there on?
75 was incredible. When Jody won home Grand Prix, we used to sit at Crowthorne, we camped for the weekend, we used to cycle on our bikes. Jody Scheckter winning was a defining moment.
And now, your debut, you were 6 years old, now you're a 15-year-old young man, you're looking at it totally differently.
Correct.
Thinking about a future in motorsport, possibly?
Well, not in drive. I never had a vision to race.
Right.
I had a vision to get involved.
So you were a realist, like me.
Correct. And I had a lot of heroes. Arnold Schatz was a hero in those days as well. You know, special people that today I have as friends, which is amazing.
Now, when you talk about heroes, 2 weeks ago I had the pleasure of interviewing Arnold Schatz, and what was his famous saying? Just call me Arnold.
Correct, correct. And then 79, when Jody won the championship, obviously the Grand Prix.
But Gilles Villeneuve won the race, am I correct?
Race. It was an incredible race.
1-2?
Yes, 1-2. The beginning of the race was a huge race between the Renault and the two Ferraris. The race was stopped because of the rain. The Ferraris had different strategies.
Now, for those who follow Formula One carefully, at the time, Ferrari was a flat 12 engine, normally aspirated. Renault were pioneering turbocharged, and at high altitude there was a massive advantage. What, 60, 70 horsepower the torque was?
The biggest advantage for the Renault was down the straight. So
of course,
through the twisty bits the Ferraris got ahead.
Correct.
And by the time they hit Crowthorne, the Renault was up in front. So it was an amazing race to watch, and obviously Joe, we were all cheering for Jody.
You've been to every Grand Prix at the circuit. I'm going to put you on the spot. Early 80s, what was one standout event that Kyalami became famous for? Not Kyalami itself, but what happened at Kyalami at the Grand Prix?
Well, there was the driver's strike.
1982, and I used to follow Formula One so closely. Niki Lauda's first Grand Prix back, and they said he comes back and he comes straight into a strike. So we spoke about the memories of coming here as a spectator, running the circuit, present, but today itself. Very special day, celebrating a few years of Kyalami memories with Porsche. 60 years?
Correct, yes. We did the Kyalami 60-year book, which I think you have a copy of.
I do.
Signed by Farouk.
Farouk Dangoor, absolute legend and personal friend.
Absolute gentleman. And then I said to Toby, we should do a book on 60 years of Porsche. They won the first race at the circuit, they won the last race at the whole circuit, and there's this whole history. And obviously there's a connection.
Of course.
So we set about 2 years ago working on that, and today is the culmination. The book has taken long. I'm new in this business, believe it or not, and probably longer than it should have. But we do things properly with the books. We put a lot of effort into it. But for us, it's about preserving the history and creating memories. And you won't believe the calls I get from people in tears talking about what came back to mind by looking at pictures and reading the stories. And the pictures tell a story. A picture's worth 1,000 words, I think is the saying. And our aim is to preserve the history, really. And if you want to get a book on the history of Le Mans, you can find many. Indianapolis, Silverstone. But when you want to get a book on the history of local motorsport, they're more difficult to find. So we're really focusing on preserving that rich South African history so people not only can enjoy it and remember it, but the future generations can remember it.
So on your screen right now, you'll see this incredible book. It's a couple of 100 pages, am I correct?
300, and it was supposed to be 280, then to 380. So.
He came close to target. However, when you are covering so much, you're going to add extra 100 pages. This is not going to be available in a bookstore, am I correct? How do I get a hold of one?
Directly from us. And the reason we do that as well is that we want to keep contact with everyone.
Nice.
A book that gets sold in a bookstore, you don't know who's buying it.
So this is personalized.
So, and that's important for us. And I learned a lot from Toby Venter in personalization and the importance of making someone feel important by giving them a special print or a special number. So we try and keep all the books special and personalized. And it's a one-on-one transaction. We have the website. My email address is freely available. People can contact us. The books are available through the Porsche stores.
Right.
So if you go to any of the 4 Porsche centers, you can purchase the book.
Incredible store in each facility. If you're looking for incredible clothing as well, got to visit.
Absolutely. It's a terrible place to go because you spend money.
For sure.
The book will be probably one of the less expensive items in the shops.
And what are we looking at for a book? Just under 4,000 rand?
So the standard edition is 2,000.
2,000?
2,200. And the collector's edition, which we don't have too many left are 3,750. Those are signed by myself, by Toby Venter. We have some special prints. They're in a slipcase.
Beautiful. And
they're all numbered. So they're limited to 100 editions. So a lot of work goes into it, but it's worth it.
So to Dennis, to you and your team, I'm sure everybody will agree, wishing you the very best. Memories never stop being made, to many, many more.
Thank you, and thank you for your support in what you do. It also adds to the whole equation, so thank you very much.
Thank you, we're humbled.